Hey, what's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. Today I have a few interesting things to talk about, and at the end of the video I'm going to give my final predictions for Chapter 21, as we should have the trailer released later today or tomorrow with the PTB itself, as the PTB is scheduled to go live according to the leaks. Now today we're going to be talking about whether we're going to get a survivor and a killer for Chapter 21, or whether or not it will be a paragraph or a chapter. There have been a lot of things that say separate things, mainly the teaser trailer itself along with the thumbnail and leaks, so we got to talk about that. And we're going to be talking about, if we don't get a full chapter in the survivor, whether they could do a first time ever type of thing with a legendary skin. And like I said, I'm going to be giving my final predictions at the end of the video, so make sure you guys stick around for that. But before we can, I would like to ask you guys, if you are updated, informed, or entertained, please consider leaving a like on the video and possibly subscribing to the channel for more Dead by Daylight content like this. Both of those things mean a ton for me. They help out the video a ton, and they help out the channel a ton too. We hit 15,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. That is an insane amount of support in a very small amount of time. So you guys, I am so thankful to y'all. Thank you for all the love and support. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this one. So the first thing I want to talk about is whether Chapter 21 is actually 100% guaranteed to be a paragraph or not. Now, actually researching this, for some reason I had it in my head that it was like confirmed by a leak or something else, that it was 100% guaranteed to be a paragraph. Just a killer with this paragraph, chapter, whatever you want to call it. We wouldn't get a map and we wouldn't get a survivor. But going back over the information, this is all I was able to find when it came to it, and it is from DBD Leaks. And the official statement is, I can say with 99% certainty that the new survivor is original. New survivor, for some reason, is not going to release with 5.2.0 and is tied with 5.3.0. So that means the mid chapter, the chapter after this. This means instead of one chapter, we'll get two paragraphs released for each patch, killer release for 5.2.0 and survivor release for 5.3.0. And they did say this, of course, cannot be accurate. More info about the mid chapter later today. So going off of that, we don't have 100% confirmation that this is just going to be a paragraph. And if it is Pinhead or Springtrap, that we won't get a survivor with it. That is not what this means at all. It could be a mystical happening of actually getting a full chapter, as they didn't say paragraph in the actual teaser trailer itself for the trailer or for the thumbnail or anything else. It does say chapter, so that might mean we're getting a full chapter, killer and survivor. And if it's Pinhead, that makes an absolute ass ton of sense. Excuse my language, but that makes a whole lot of sense to get Pinhead himself, something to do with the other Cenobites for the legendary skin that people are wondering about, and then Kirsty Cotton herself as the survivor, as she was in the first two Hellraiser movies and made an appearance in the third. She was a very big character. A lot of people know that name. But then again, it's not the first time that something like this has happened in Dead by Daylight. We didn't get Sydney with the Ghostface paragraph. We didn't get the very popular girl's name from the Texas Chainsaw movie. I can't remember her name. I apologize, all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans out there. I don't remember her name. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. It wouldn't be completely out of left field for us to not get Kirsty with this paragraph or chapter. But like I said, nothing is guaranteed so far. We don't know 100% whether it's just going to be a paragraph or whether it could be a chapter. There's evidence pointing in both directions, and if we do get a chapter, that means that we'll probably still get a paragraph for the mid-chapter patch and get a brand new survivor that is speculated to introduce a brand new totem which can change the way the game plays, which is called a boon totem. Now, if this does end up being a paragraph and the teaser trailer kind of lied and it said chapter, and the thumbnail kind of lied and it said chapter, this does end up being a paragraph and we just get Pinhead with it, that's not to say that Kirsty can't come in one way, shape, or form. There is something very interesting that I don't believe we've seen done yet, but I do think is entirely possible. If they already have a female character in the game as an original character that fits the model of Kirsty enough to be able to put her skin, her likeness, and her outfit or whatever from the Hellraiser movies onto that character, I don't see that being completely off the table. They could do a licensed legendary skin for the first time ever and give a survivor in kind of a way to an original survivor. So you could buy that skin for that survivor and you're basically playing as Kirsty Cotton, even though you're playing as Meg Thomas or Nia, whatever else. Now, while I think that is less likely, I still do think that is entirely possible. And of course, that would honestly match the price of a legendary skin, in my opinion. Being $15 for legendary skins, that's a pretty, that's a little bit overboard, in my opinion. Those skins are a little bit, $15 for one skin, that's a lot, but I still buy them, so what can I say about it? But that makes a lot of sense in my mind. It could be the first time ever, and I'd honestly love to see it if we don't get Kirsty herself. It's a great way to have an excuse to do a paragraph and a mid-chapter paragraph and have another survivor that doesn't have any perks or anything else cool to go along with it, but you can still play as that character. But that is just a theory. theory. We don't know 100% on that. We don't know 100% on whether it's a paragraph or a chapter yet, but everything points to a chapter, and everybody's still talking about it being a paragraph, so I'm not entirely sure. We will find out later today or tomorrow on that. But I do want to give you guys my final predictions when it comes to this chapter / paragraph, whatever it could be. I'm finally on the Pinhead train. Actually, guys, you know, I've been on the Pinhead train for a while. I've said this in the past few videos that I think it is most likely Pinhead, but there is reasonable doubt for Springtrap or whoever else to actually be the killer themselves. I think Polly Esther pointed it out in his video yesterday. If it ends up not being Springtrap, which he thinks it's Pinhead, but if it's not Springtrap, the Five Nights at Freddy's community has definitely made their voices heard. The DBD devs had to have heard how loud they were and how much they want something to represent them in this game, so they definitely heard that. And it would be a major coincidence with every tease that people, every clue and connection people were able to make inside of all of these teasers when it comes to the teaser trailer and the pictures themselves. And a lot of it, admittedly, probably was a case of pareidolia, however you say that. I can't pronounce that. I even had a few cases of that. I was seeing faces where there probably isn't none, aren't any. And a lot of the dudes in my Discord are constantly sending me pictures that they say have faces in them, and I don't see them, and then sometimes I see them. So it's probably a case of that as well. But regardless, DBD Behavior have definitely heard the outcry for this character, and they know how popular it is and how many FNAF fans reside in this community now. So I'd say it won't be too terribly long before we end up seeing something coming to the game for FNAF fans. But with that being said, like I said, I am putting my money on Pinhead, and if it's not Pinhead, of course it's probably Springtrap, but a little bit of me still says it could be completely out of left field, and it could be a different killer that we don't expect entirely, but we'll see on that. But that's going to do it for this video, dudes. I hope you guys were entertained. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. What do you think about this? Do you think it's going to be a full chapter? Do you think it's going to be a paragraph? Do you think we'll get the next survivor for the Hellraiser chapter? We'll get a, you know, sequel chapter at the mid-chapter patch, or it's going to be an original survivor? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. And again, thank you guys for the outpouring love of support and community building that we've had here. It's been absolutely insane. I love you dudes so much. It's been an incredible journey, even if it all goes away tomorrow and we go way back down in views. That's completely fine with me. It was so fun to experience this with the Hellraiser community, the FNAF community, the DBD community in general. It's been so fun. Thank you guys for letting me update and inform you every day. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you dudes so much for watching again. My name is Tootin. I've been your host, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.